Hey everybody, my name is Chelsea, and today I will be going over Disventure Camp All Stars and what I think of it right now. Me personally, I really like the season, but at the same time, there's glaring things about it that I cannot stand. Number one on things I cannot stand. Now, these numbers are not ranking, they're just in order. The first thing I cannot stand is the love triangle between Tom, Aiden, and Jake. Because, first of all, it's not even a love triangle. I don't know why we call it that. It's really like a love line, and then there's like that person attached to one of them that the other person just doesn't like. That's what it is. So, basically, it's taking up way too much of the show and way too much time in episodes when we could be giving that time to different characters. Like, I personally don't believe that that many more characters should have had arcs. I'm fine with the arcs we have, but can we focus on Allie? Because I really don't know why she has been getting more screen time recently because her thing was very cool and I liked it and I like her. But now she's just arguing with Jake all the time and it's not appealing to see. Speaking of which, number two is Jake. Jake is so freaking annoying. I love Jake, but I hate his actions. I don't like him, but I love him. It's just he's so annoying, and every time he makes progress, it's like all of a sudden whenever there's something regarding that love triangle, he takes so many steps back and he's all of a sudden this weak dude that he wasn't even like in season 1. So I don't know why he's like that. I really wish that they would do flashbacks or something because if we're going and seeing the host drama and the other people who work there, I think they could do a flashback in the show. Because I highly doubt the drama being filmed between Crystal, Trevor and Derek, and Emily is being filmed. So, we can have a flashback, I think. And a flashback would be really cool because I feel like a lot of the stuff in this show would be so much better if it had a flashback. Okay, back to Jake. I feel like Jake is going to be the protagonist of the season, which I'm not a fan of because I feel like if he is going to be the protagonist, they really should have written him better because, like Ali said, actions are better than words. And I'm so sick of him talking about how he wants change, but all he ever does is go up for one episode and then all of a sudden he's back down to rock bottom. Number three is just I don't know why, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I feel like majority, if not all of the cast members are completely or slightly different characters from the seasons they're from. Like, I'll be for real, I don't remember much of season 2 because I only watched it once. But when I was watching Hunter this season, I was constantly thinking if this was even the same character. Tess didn't really have. I feel like Tessa's character was okay, but I just don't know if what she was doing really fit her character. She's definitely helpful, but I feel like the character she was in season 2 wouldn't have been like that totally. Same for Allie. Like, once again, the flashback thing would have been really helpful if we were going to have these characters go through so much change. But the one that I don't like the most is Alec. I know a lot of people don't like. I don't know if a lot of people have noticed it, but I don't like Alex's character change. He didn't really change as a character, but he is really unlikable ever since that scene where they were at the beach and Alec brought up his son getting cut by glass and he didn't even notice because he was reading a book. I feel like season 1 Alec wouldn't have been that bad. Why would they even write that in? That is so awful. That is crazy. Like I was just watching, I was like, oh, like that's not something I can just skim by because that's not funny at all. Like I'm low-key glad he didn't get back with Fiore for that. Because if I was his son and my dad didn't notice me getting cut and I watched on TV that he made friends with a little girl that was like, that he liked better than me, I would be pissed. Like, I understand why his wife divorced him. In season one, it seemed like they were both like, it was his fault, but he was like an okay person. Still bad for the son thing. But now it's just like, I feel bad for your wife. I get why she divorced you. Gret's character change was also very starking from season one to season three because I feel like the way she was sent off in season one does not fit with how her character in season three is. And I feel like if they were gonna make her character like that in season three, they could have still made her elimination satisfying in season one, but they could have given her different dialogue or maybe made her expression a bit less triumphant. I think that's the right word. Like, her character in season one does not align at all to me how she is in season three. Because in season three, she talks about how she was upset, she was lonely, she was miserable. But the expression she had when she was eliminated was so genuine to me. And what she said when she was getting when after she got eliminated to the rest of the campers, it sounded so real. So I don't understand how she's like that in season three. And also, side note right here, the way Yule talks about her body in season three, I feel like would be more believable if like they made her character be a bit bigger. Like, I feel like she's the happy medium between like her season one self and the other female cast members. But like they could have done something like they could have still gave her like a stomach or something because like when he said like she had saggy rolls and all that, I was just looking at her and I was like, what? Like they could have given her something. Like she literally looks like the other girls, but just a wider body. Like I see girls her weight all the time who have the flattest freaking stomachs in the world and they're natural. I'm serious. Like they should have given her design a slight tweak because like it started me to take that seriously. Also, Yule was like way more strategic. Oh, speaking of Yule, also Yule was way more strategic in season two. So I don't know why he's so dumbified now because I could have sworn he was way more strategic last season. Also, does anybody feel like this season is gonna end with a final three that's gonna be low key very, very like weird? Not bad, not good. But I'm saying like if somebody like I know I just said he's probably gonna be the protagonist of the season. But if Jake somehow ends up in the final three and the final two, that's gonna be so freaking unsatisfying. Cause they wrote him. Now he's a good character. Keyword character. But he's not an enjoyable one to me. If he makes it there over Gabby or Gret or even Allie, that's gonna piss me off. Cause I was still so pissed off when Miriam won. Cause apparently she had retirement issues. But Ellie's reason was the one I heard the most about. And the way Ellie got out of the final three was so annoying to me. Number four, I want to talk about character arcs because I feel like they left a lot of character arcs open. And I feel like the arcs weren't supposed to be, or even if they were supposed to be like the writers intended them for to be open still, I feel like that wasn't a good idea. The one that's the most annoying is Fiore and Alex because I feel like, I may be wrong, but I feel like that's the easiest one to fix up. Give them an episode. I don't care if it's rushed. Dedicate an entire episode to them somehow. That'll be fine. I'll take it. Like that's good. Like it's basically I apologize or whatever. I care about you or something. You know, low key, I'm kind of not a fan of the way Alec reacted to Fiore's elimination because he reacted, it sounded a little bit more caring than oh well, but the way he said it was giving oh well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, he literally helped her in episode one. Like, why are you not reacting a little bit more? They could have given him at least one scene or something to be a little bit disappointed. It was very weird to me. Maybe they're trying to go for him to be a little bit weird, a little bit less of a good person than he already was. Maybe that's why the whole glass thing came up. I don't know. Maybe they're doing something with that. But Allie, Tess, and Hunter's thing is the most annoying because I kind of found their story way more interesting than the love triangle. And I'm going to be for real. I don't even like I don't even like Hunter, Tess, and Allie that much. Well, I love them. No, I like them. But I do like the individual characters in the love triangle more. But I liked the love triangle. No, sorry. But I liked Hunter, Tess, and Allie's thing in a way. I really did like it. Because Allie wanted to talk to Tess about her relationship issues, which she never got to do because Tess got eliminated. Hunter was like, "Oh, I like you. I don't care what other people think of you. And you shouldn't care either what those people online think about you." And that was so interesting. I liked that. And Allie's little bit of dialogue about her defending Hunter or something. Well, not that. About her talking about her and Hunter and telling Jake not to talk about them. That was really good. I liked that. Like, we could have had more of that. But no. Jake and Tom's issue is basically miscommunication plus a few minor things. I'm sick of them, like their characters individually, but I'm sick of them. No three of them deserve to be in the final five. Well, actually, Jake's probably gonna make the final five. But please, I heard somebody say once that they think the Villains Alliance will probably make it to the final five. And if they do, yes. Like, the person who said it had a reason as to why. I think it was like because they're writing the love triangle a certain way or something, and like it's probably gonna get wrapped up soon. Well, not soon, but And so they're making the Villains Alliance like characters seem more like redeemable in a sense, because you know how like Alec and Rhea, for some reason, are like defending Yul against them talking about Gret, which low key I don't even understand why, because I liked it at first until somebody pointed it out why they're acting like that and how they think that like they're only doing that so Alec and Rhea can like more redeemable as characters. And all of a sudden, like I was like taking a moment to really think about it, and I was like, yeah, like why do they genuinely care like that? Like I feel like maybe Alec would be a little bit like, oh, that's wrong. But like I don't see it. Like I really like now that I think about it, it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to act so much like that, you know? Because I feel like if they wanted to get out Yul anyway, they could easily do that. Like, he's not that likable. Like, obviously. You know? People get out character. Sorry. People get out members of their alliance for way simpler reasons than that. They ran out their use. That's what Yul is right there. And I don't mean it like Yul's useless, because he's still a vote. But I mean, he's not very good at challenges. He's not a good person. And, like, that's it. Like, he's not, like, they don't have to, like, be defenders for, like, them to want to vote out Yul. Like, he's a simple vote out. Like, why are they defending her so much? Like, I don't feel like that's in character. especially for Rhea. Because the whole Rhea looking up to Gret thing would have been is so cool. I really like it. But I low key feel like that dialogue could have been put in there for her defending Gret. Because I feel like if she was a fan of Gret, she could have like been more friendly to Gret from the beginning. Or maybe like have moments where like she would like have a bit more interest in her. And I feel like they could do that and still make her in character. Reason number 5. I honestly feel like a lot of the characters who were genuinely interesting got out way too soon for the love triangle to happen or just for it to continue. Because I love Gabby as a villain. I think she's really funny actually. And like I didn't mind Tess being eliminated. Sucks the arc didn't go anywhere with Allie and Hunter because I really would have liked that. But I like Gabby as a villain. But I feel like Ellie definitely should have stayed longer because there's no main antagonist of this show. Like every other season had a main antagonist. None of the villains alliance acts like a main antagonist. They're basically just a group of people who are villainous. Majority of them aren't even really villainous. Well, actually, 2 out of 3, Gret and Gabby are not very villainous, and the other 3 are. But basically, that's my point. There's no main antagonist. Ellie was literally doing that. And yeah, her character was a little bit out of whack for doing that. But hey, at least we know she was broke. At least we knew she was doing 2 jobs so she could afford college. So I wouldn't really blame the girl. She's my favorite, by the way. But, like, come on now. Also, another reason, well, reason number 6, and this might be my last reason as to why I'm not really a fan or just something I don't really like about All Stars, is the fact that I know Gret's gonna betray Yul. They're probably gonna like give the vote to the heroes. But for me, it's so hard to predict how the freak this season will even conclude. Because I don't know how they did it. But the characters to me are so freaking bland and without reason sometimes that I just cannot fathom how there's going to be 3 finalists. Maybe 2, I can see it somewhat. I can. I feel like Gret, Gabby, Allie are good contenders for the final 2. But it's so hard for me to figure out how the rest of the story is going to go out. And that's not fun. Like, unpredictableness is great. But when it's too unpredictable to the point where it's genuinely difficult to see things in a linear fashion, that's not good for me. Like, because like season 1, season 2, excuse me, I coughed. Because like, even though Miriam won and I could see it, that was fine. Like, I may not have liked her win, but at least I could predict it. Like, I like it. Like, yeah, like predictableness is good if it's written well, you know? But no, not for All Stars. I can't see anything. Like, it's so hard for me to figure out how the season is gonna end. I'm stuck with watching Disventure Camp reviewers. Speaking of which, there has to be more of them because I'm low key sick and tired of a new episode coming out, and there's only like 3 people making a video on it discussing it. Well, that's why I'm here. So subscribe, like, leave a thank you to Chelsea's Corner. I will be accepting thank yous. Thank you, and I will like everybody's comment. So I think we're gonna go on with this video for the sake of it, because I like talking. So, who? Well, sorry. Do I overall think this season is a good season? Yes, I like it, but there's glaring issues about it, which I literally said when this video first started. I just realized that. But I honestly wish. Oh, I just remembered another point. Point number 7. There are people in this season who should have not been in All Stars. I love Ashley. I really do. But she should have not been in this season. The girl got eliminated pre merge. And I think there was still eliminations after her that were before the merge. She should have not made it. She is not an all star. An all star is somebody who has made it at least to the merge. We did not get to learn that many things about her character. And I feel like it's not really and I feel like that's why it's a little bit weird that she's an all star is because like I know absolutely nothing about her. And as much as I like her, she did not deserve to be in there. Same with Connor. As much as I like his story in there, I'm gonna be honest, he technically shouldn't have been in the season. There are so many other people who would have been good options too. Like Rosa Maria, like Carol. I really did like her. Who else? Damn, I can think of nobody. Um, I don't know. But basically, what I'm saying is there's certain like things about this show that don't make a lot of sense for me. And also, why is this season called All Stars? Because usually with reality shows, All Star seasons are when you have multiple seasons of characters to choose from. And then, like, you pick multiple people from who've had, like, a lot of, like, screen time and story to see. We've only had one season with each of these characters, so it makes sense. They're still, like, hard to, like, fully, like, figure out. I'm saying that wrong. But there's like I don't fully I feel like it's too soon for these characters to have a moment. And it's just like they should have called this season something else. Like they definitely should have. Maybe Reloaded or Chapter 3 or just something else cuz All Stars is way too gimmicky and it's way too soon because none of these characters have enough screen time, and arguably I feel like low-key none or hardly any of the characters can really be called an all-star because even the ones who lasted a long time, it's just like I don't know these freaking characters, like then none of it makes sense to me sometimes. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos, comment down below. I might do community posts. Not going to guarantee it, but I might do them. So, thank you. Love you guys. And comment your opinion.